Did you hear? Pooh Shiesty's mom just dropped an update on his release date via Facebook. He made history as the first rapper to pull off an armed robbery in a McLaren, then had the audacity to flex it on Instagram just hours later, all while jetting out of state on a private plane.
The barrage of sending 2 people to the hospital, and it lands a rapper in jail. 7 Sheldon Fox with the exclusive.
Police and prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty was part of the group that ended up in this parking lot that October afternoon where the flew, and it happened right across the street from the police department and town hall here in Bay Harbor Island.
With Shiesty facing serious charges, his lawyers managed to secure a favorable deal that's set to get him released from jail in 2025. His mother recently shared the official release date, even as rumors swirled in the industry with rappers, labeling him a snitch. But his day one, Big 30, wasn't having it. The jumped on IG Live to shut down the talk and defend his brother.
My mama, you see the paperwork, I do whatever y'all tell me to. Cause now after I Mustang her, I throw my chains in the river and jump in and shots it. Go home, take one to the.
Rappers were quick to diss him for snitching, not realizing they didn't have the full story. That's why DJ Academics stepped in, explaining that Shiesty's jail situation is far from typical for someone facing charges like his. There's more going on behind the scenes than most people.
But look at Pooh Shiesty, who look like he's absolutely chilling in jail. My boy got a little Richard Millie, you know what I mean? Got the haircut all right, you know what I mean?
They be playing Fortnite mode.
In jail? Oh, he got the Timbs on. They look fresh as well. Yo, this so chilling in prison. He got 2 watches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 2 watches, not even 1.
To understand Pooh Shiesty's official release date, it's key to look at the latest updates in his court case. DJ Academics even tweeted, "Pooh is at a halfway house. He's going to be home soon." According to the original crime files, Shiesty and a friend had arranged a meetup involving high-end sneakers and narcotics. Shiesty pulled up in a bright green McLaren, and as they waited for the sellers to arrive, he and his boy quietly plotted to rob them. When the sellers showed up, Shiesty began inspecting the sneakers, doing a legit check, which gave his friend enough time to get in position. Shiesty then tried negotiating the price down, but the conversation escalated into an argument. That's when he pulled a firearm from his waistband. The sellers attempted to flee, taking cover behind their vehicle, but Shiesty was quicker, firing shots that hit one in the backside and the other in the hip. While Shiesty handled the confrontation, his friend snatched the sneakers and narcotics, tossing them into the McLaren. With his friend already in the passenger seat, Shiesty gave one final look to ensure no retaliation was coming, then jumped in the car. But here's where it all unraveled. When Shiesty slammed the car door shut, his Louis Vuitton bag slipped out from the side pocket. Inside was $40,000 in cash, and that very bag became key evidence for the feds to link him to the crime scene. Not wasting any time, Shiesty made a quick escape, driving straight to a nearby Miami airport, chartering a private jet, and flying out of Florida. But despite his getaway, authorities tracked him down and arrested him just a few days later.
The town of Bay Harbor Island says you're wanted. He's also charged with armed robbery, battery in their affidavit, saying the 2 left the state in a private jet.
While he was initially locked up, Shiesty managed to bond out for $30,000. But that freedom was short-lived. About 2 months later, his trial kicked off, ultimately leading to his sentencing.
Mr. Williams, you were arrested for pursuant to an arrest. It was issued June 3rd. It's charging you. You have 2 attorneys here. Or is it, I'm sorry, 2 attorneys in the state. Go ahead. You want to announce? Again.
Brad Cohen and Sam Zegni for the defendant.
Have you had a chance to review?
Yes, Judge, we have.
Fast forward to the conclusion of his court case, DJ Academics reported that Pooh Shiesty was officially sentenced to 63 months in prison. Originally facing up to 8 years, the Memphis rapper's sentence for firearm charges and robbery struck many as surprisingly light. Academics agreed, pointing out how unusual the outcome was, and noted that Shiesty is already close to being released.
And I think he's coming home like next year or maybe the year after. However, it looked like he's, taking responsibility of whatever happened and doing his time, not crying. He's clearly trying to let people know he's straight. And I do think when he comes back out, granted, as long as it's not like too far from now, if he comes back in a year, he's good. I still think even within 2 years.
Even Pooh Shiesty's mother took to Facebook with a post that simply said, "It's over." A message that quickly went viral online. But committing crimes isn't anything new for Shiesty. While some believed he staged the robbery to boost his street image and rap career, it was later revealed that this kind of lifestyle wasn't an act. Shiesty had been living that way long before the...
Yeah, I mean, look, Pooh Shiesty was probably the biggest artist to be signed in recent memory. But Pooh Shiesty had a history of crimes before he ever signed to Gucci. Right? Like, you know, he was like a school, then Gucci suddenly put him in a bad direction. No, he was already doing it. Gucci was around when he was doing all the crazy they got him locked up for. It just is what it is.
Pooh Shiesty's in prison right now. There's somebody in that's what it goes. While sitting inside of him playing. Yeah. Some Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? But that's who he was before that. So it's like, ain't a surprise. And Gucci ain't gonna tell you like he can't just change who you are as a person. So it's like, you know, but people come up with the conspiracy theories and the life insurance, whatever.
Pooh Shiesty is being released early for one key reason: he struck a proffer deal with the feds. A proffer is when a defendant provides information about their crime in exchange for immunity or, in Shiesty's case, a reduced sentence. While the term might sound like he snitched, all he really did was give a detailed account of his own actions, essentially snitching on himself rather than anyone else. The most important part of his cooperation was pointing out the critical mistakes he made during the crime. One of the biggest errors? Pulling off an armed robbery just steps away from a police station. The entire incident was caught on surveillance footage from a camera positioned right across the street. Once gunshots rang out, police responded immediately and arrived at the scene within moments, recovering the Louis Vuitton bag Shiesty accidentally dropped, which contained $40,000 in cash. That bag ended up being the smoking gun. After receiving public tips that Shiesty might be involved, the feds turned to his Instagram. There, they found photos of him flaunting stacks of money. Investigators matched the serial numbers on the cash in the bag to the money he'd posted. Online solid proof linking him directly to the crime. But the slip-ups didn't stop there. On the same night of the robbery, Shiesty posted selfies with the bright green McLaren used in the getaway, practically handing the feds a trail to follow. It was a bold move that made his arrest all but inevitable as the snitching rumors spread throughout the rap world. Shiesty finally had enough. He clapped back with a fiery, unfiltered statement from behind bars, putting the industry and his haters on notice. King Shy tapping in from the middle of the penitentiary. I remain untouched. I have millions in double digits. Tell Google to fix my net worth. We can verify that right now. I'm locked up, not messed up. I was 21 with 8 figures. Jay-Z can't even relate to my money. Stop playing with my name before I buy one of you. You guys aren't anything. I put this on every day, twice on Sundays. From Tokyo to Tennessee, I never backed down. I'm still the king of Memphis, no matter the jungle. Slick is still me, just more powerful. And baby Larry, how'd you let a man in the feds outdo you? You can't beat me. You better get involved before you come at me. To my fans, supporters, and loved ones holding me down every day, stay solid. I see everything and got something special coming for y'all. As for the rest of you, keep hating, backbiting, and counting me out. It's up and stuck like a treehouse. I'm touching down with a chip on my shoulder. I'm going 100% on y'all. Even though this message was first sent out before his actual arrest, it shows that
before I got saying like breaking news. The first on breaking news made everybody go crazy. Folks start saying I'm their favorite rapper already, so they gonna stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just made me go hard.
So the success kind of gave you the confidence to really keep it up.
Yeah, they rock. Sure. Man. This is my first verse.
With Pooh Shiesty's prison sentence nearing its end, the rapper is expected to be released very soon. Reports say Shiesty has been eagerly waiting to get back to the music scene, claiming he's got a ton of fresh ideas and creative energy, ready to go. The big question